All right, morning everybody. Actually, I guess it's afternoon. Should quit saying that in every video, but we are rolling in the Cowboy Cadillac today. We are headed out to recovery, and I decided to bring the truck because one, it's 98 degrees outside, and the air conditioner works better in here, and two, it's actually a full-size truck we got to work on, and I think having the bigger vehicle is just going to be much more handy than having a little Jeep on this one. But I haven't taken you guys along on a recovery for a while, but I thought I'd bring you along on this one. It's going to be hot, it's going to be dusty, and going to get to see some pretty country. Take you on a drive. I got about an hour drive to get out to where he's at, but and it's 4 o'clock now, so hopefully hopefully this doesn't get too late on us tonight, because I do have to be at work in the morning. But we're going to roll out there, see what we can do, and hopefully get you guys some footage. The plan from the pictures is to set up a pendulum maneuver, so you'll get to see the old pendulum maneuver in action on a real recovery. It's kind of a tried and true staple of what we do. But anyway, try not to get run over here while I'm driving. Pay attention to what I'm doing. I got to pull and get some gas, get a drink, and head out there. But I'll bring you guys back when we get closer. All right, rolling up the mountain, got you guys on the handheld right now, so it's a little bumpier, but give you a shot out the window. We are down to 91 degrees, so things are looking up in that situation. But give you some shots as we drive up here. It's kind of a steep but well-maintained road as we go up here, and he managed to get himself in probably about the only bad spot on this road. It does get a little worse. I mean, it's not graded the whole way, but yeah, kind of found himself in the only bad spot there is, but we'll keep on rolling. As you might be able to see out the window there, we're rolling up behind one of the baddest XJs I've ever wheeled with. Oh, missed him. There he is. That's an XJ on 40s and full-size, full-width axles. That's a pretty sweet rig. You can get that thing just about anywhere. So it's nice to have a rig like that on when I'm rolling in the Cowboy Cadillac. That way I know we at least got one that'll get anywhere. All right, try this again. Didn't record, but you can see the angle doesn't do justice on this truck. He's hanging by his trailer hitch there in the back, and this is no exaggeration of the angle there. He's at least at a 45. This tire's barely held on. Front tire is basically dangling. That back rear's got a little bit of traction. This downside front, it's barely, and I don't think it's doing anything. I think the front end up here, most everything's being done by the bumper up here. So it's a good thing he had the hitch and the bumper, but give you kind of a view there. I think I'm going to sit right where we're at.
You want to go ahead and try this?
Yeah, I don't think we got enough of anything substantial up there to pull off.
I think with one of those pines right there you do?
I don't trust one that small.
Okay.
For as much as we got to pull on this, I think it's better to keep it on the truck. I'd hate for that to hate for the pine to cut loose in the middle of this, and at least when we're hooked up to the truck, we have a little more control.
Is it better to have the winch over here?
I'm not going to winch.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, the static strap. I actually want to keep the truck fairly pointed in the direction so we're not pulling it sideways.
Oh, I see.
But I'm going to come off the top one up here and down, and we're gonna go around. We're gonna go around the hitch down there.
Do you need me to back up some, or you think that's a good spot?
I think I might go back just a little bit, but then I'm stuck in the truck. Can't get the door open. So maybe once we get going, I'll back.
I'm tying into you.
Yeah, you're gonna hook to the back end of me and just be an anchor.
Right. So you want me to back up a little?
Yeah, I've got a static strap that's about that long. And
so
then
you can always pull the winch too.
I think a strap will be better. Okay. I'm just trying to decide what I want to use on that. I'm going to go around the.
Around this?
Yeah, probably up around the tube, up under the bumper.
Oh, I see.
thinking out loud here for a minute, basically. Damn. That changes my plan. Just wrap through the shackle on the and go from yours through and back to yours. Does that make sense? So we're doubled up in half the. All right, back here in the back, you can see I doubled up my endless loop around his trailer hitch. We all agreed that's the best spot to anchor on the truck back here. Didn't like the sideways pull on the bumper back here. Avoided it because we can back here. It's 1/2-inch winch line, short little bridle that we're running back to my truck. We're using just the high side of the truck to give us a better angle to pull the back end of this truck up. Swing up here to the front. This is kind of where we got a little creative. Wouldn't say creative, but a little more than our standard rigging. You can see right here, where are we? Right here, you can see pulley block. That's a strap that goes up to that good pine tree up there, just to bring the rigging down here out of the brush. Nice long strap to do that. Pulley block there. And we're going to come back here to the truck, and you'll see pulley block on the front of the truck. So what we're getting is between the truck and the tree, we've got a 2-to-1 pull. And Jason's over here with his winch. He's on kind of a nice downhill slope, so we're hoping he's got enough weight back there to be able to pull the front of this truck. If not, we'll get creative and strap him off to some of the trees back there if we need to. But yeah, that's the rigging. The whole goal is to typical, kind of a little bit of a modified pendulum maneuver, but basic pendulum. We're going to try to, as we tighten the winch up front, going to swing on the rope in the back and hopefully just pull this sideways. We're going to test our driver's metal here in just a second and have him get in the truck. Then we're going to crank those front wheels and use the front to kind of try to spin and help pull itself up out of there as we put tension on it. So anyway, we'll get set up here and start pulling. All right, we're all rigged up here. This is honestly not real excited about this one. This is a big, heavy truck, and this is a much more exciting pull than we were expecting. But we're gonna cross our fingers, say our prayers, and hopefully this truck's gonna come right out. Okay, he's in with foot on the brake. Let's go.
All right, I'm going to give you a little voiceover at this point, kind of go over some of the good and the bad that happened during this recovery. As you can see here, Jason gave our driver some excellent instructions prior to starting, and you see our driver here, he's spinning his tires on this pendulum maneuver. That helps break the traction, helps the vehicle slide sideways a lot easier, using the power of the vehicle to break the traction of the tires. Really makes this go slick, and you can see this truck just starts sliding sideways, no problem, coming out really easy up until this point. But as you watch, if you watch the pendulum there out the front of my truck, I can't see it from the cab, but you can see about this point we lose the swing on the pendulum, and now we're essentially fighting each other. Really should have noticed that sooner in the recovery and stopped fighting it a lot quicker. I'm going to quickly highlight one more mistake we made here. We didn't give our driver a radio, so our only communication with him is shouting out the window. Definitely should have put a handheld in the truck with him so he could hear us without that. And you're going to see this here real quick.
Hey Lars, turn your front wheels all the way.
Okay, this is another standard practice for us. We often have them turn their wheels to help use the power of the vehicle now to pull up out of the hole that he's in, rather than just spinning and breaking traction.
Let's hold for a second, Jason.
Copy.
Let's hold for a second, Lars. I want to get, I think if I kind of creep forward as we're doing this and let that front end keep coming up, if Chris and I kind of creep forward a little bit, I think that front end will come and we'll be able to hold the back end up enough. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Let's go for it. You want to pull me? I'm in drive.
Why don't you just come off the tension, Chris?
Engine release.
Okay, I didn't move at all, so just come forward with me. If we get into a situation, hit your brakes.
10-4.
All right, Jason, let's do this.
All right, so right here we're going to start another pretty standard procedure with a pendulum maneuver. Once we've run out of swing and we're making great progress like this, now the rear anchored vehicles are just going to start creeping forward. You can see my truck start to move forward here and start to make some more progress with this truck. The one thing you notice here is his driver's side tire starts to lift. That's because his passenger side front is starting to grab and passenger rear is falling into the hole a little more. But this is working perfectly. And you can see right here we make some serious progress and we've just about got it licked right here.
Ryan, you might want to grab your camera off your roof.
I think we're still good, Jason. We're making good progress.
All right about here our driver gets a little excited seeing the end in sight.
Easy on the gas, easy on the gas.
All right, no harm, no foul with that, but definitely was not ideal there for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, we still got tension lines here, so we're being careful. But you're off tension? Yeah. I think we're out, right? Oh, I didn't realize that was a diesel too. All right, so there you go. So what we got to do now, Jason's already untensioned up front, so we know we're up solid here. So what we're going to do, I'm going to come back, I'm going to release some tension back here, and then we're going to make sure he can pull forward a little bit and make sure we're clear of that ravine. While I'm unhooking here, hope that footage up on the top of the truck actually shows up for you, because that was about the slickest pendulum maneuver I think I've ever been involved with. That's a big 1 ton. It's also a diesel, so that's a big heavy sucker. And pendulum, man, it just popped it right up out of there. So when we talk about using that and how it's kind of a secret weapon for recoveries, that's what we're talking about. And that big truck just popped right up out of there. No sweat. We actually, the hardest part was we actually ran out of pendulum cable. We got straight on our pendulum, and we actually had to move forward and take the anchor rigs and kind of let him come forward and let him go more straight. But he had all but his back tire up right there. Front was grabbing, well attached in the front to the winch still, and so all it was a matter of doing at that point was just going forward, letting it finish its way up out of the hole there. So anyway, that was slick. All right, kind of give you, and this doesn't do it justice. Come back here, wide angle this, show you. That's straight down, man. That was he was lucky. He was dang lucky that his hitch caught back here on this lip, and his bumper caught up there on that lip, and he was just kind of balanced off his bumper and his hitch right there. He'd have down to the bottom there. So we're out. You can see he's got all 4 tires up on solid ground now, and now we just got to get, I think Jason's just about unrigged up there in the front, and then we got to get all turned around in here and headed back out. All right, he's out, and the only downside is we all had to drive past to the spot that he was slid off there. So, but there's just no room to turn around. It's just a dugout road down through here, and so now we got to continue down the road another, I don't know, maybe a quarter mile, half mile or so down in here to where the old mine is. That there's an area to turn around, but then got to go back out that same way past that spot. It's not that bad if you're paying attention and really watching what you're doing. There's plenty of room. I mean, I had probably 2 feet on the back tire as I went around it, but I was really high on my driver's side and making sure I was clearing everything as I went around it there. But we're just gonna probably help if I took my parking brake off. First gear low range in this truck, it forgot the brakes were on. So did I. So anyway, now I got the brakes off. Things are working a little better. But yeah, downside is now, oh, well, little pinstripe there. Won't tell anybody. We got to go back through there. This time I get a look downhill at the hole instead of pretending it's not there on my passenger side. So we'll take it careful. We got plenty of eyeballs here to make sure everybody gets around it good and safe this time. No more drama. But yeah, there you go. We'll man, that was a fun one. That I'm really, I think I've said it already, but I'm really shocked at how easy that truck came out of there. That's a big 1-ton diesel and hill pendulum maneuver, man. It just popped it right up out of there. Thing was hanging off the cliff by a bumper and trailer hitch and popped right out. So make sure you add that one to your repertoire when you need to do some rigging and some recovery work. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that one, and we'll catch you on the next one.